About 36% of U.S. wheat is hard red winter wheat, which can be milled and baked into bread. University of Nebraska ag economists are finding out whether farmers who produce this higher quality wheat receive a higher price. Cory Walters joins us now for an update. Thanks for joining us, Cory. So what were the findings? Do farmers receive a higher price for higher quality?
The short answer is yes, but indirectly. A little bit of background, when farmers deliver their wheat, they do get some grade factors for quality on that settlement sheet. And on top, there's some fixed ones, and then some elevators also add a couple in there, like protein and falling numbers. So when those things are favorable to those quality characteristics, farmers will get a higher quality or higher price for that wheat. Essentially, we want to look at whether there are some other factors, specifically milling and baking quality characteristics, see if they're paid for those.
So talk about the characteristics that they're actually looking for. Overall, what are some of those is it all about the milling and the baking?
In this study, yes, that's what we were looking for, because that was kind of the original idea, that farmers were thinking they weren't being paid for these things. But let's go into a milling one. Let's go with kernel size. So when there's more larger kernel, then they get more grain flour out of that thing. And then on the baking side, when crumb and texture and those sort of things, they also impact the quality or the baking side of that.
So kernel size and weight really determines, obviously you're going to get more flour, wheat, right, when it's milled. So that really plays a part in these prices. So when you're looking at these settlement sheets, do they have to have more characteristics than added to it? Is baking and milling, is that all part of it, and how it affects a bread?
Yeah, that's what we were trying to find, whether those ones that aren't being shown, the baking and milling that aren't being shown on those settlement sheets, are actually showing up on the farmers' pocketbooks, and that's essentially what we did find, that they are, but it's not done through actually testing for those on the farmer settlement sheets. It's done at a more of a aggregate level, where the millers and bakers come in and look at what the quality is in a region, and then they bid for that grain in that region, looking for those milling and baking characteristics.
Interesting stuff.
So this is good news for farmers. They're paid. We're advocating for this to be shown actually on the settlement sheet, so that we can increase market transparency, so farmers can see what they're being paid for.
Absolutely. Great insight. Thank you so much. University of Nebraska-Lincoln agricultural economist Cory Walters, we appreciate you joining us.